What is it?
Well, this
I'm
happened.
engaged.
Scene just started right up. I didn't even have to walk up to talk to her. I opened the door and this thing started up. Okay.
When did this happen?
For the past year, my mother and father have searched Antiva for a match for me. They had no idea you and I had grown so close. Today, I received a letter declaring they've betrothed me to Lord Adorno Cielo Tranto of Antiva. I must deal with this. But until then, we cannot be seen in a compromising situation. I'm so sorry.
Are you saying we should act like nothing has happened between us?
No, not at all. But it is not right that we carry on while I am betrothed. I must break off the match first.
Yeah.
Have you and this Antivan lord ever even met?
No. Perhaps, maybe at a cotillion some years ago. Oh, this is not what I wanted to happen. I barely remember Lord Otranto. I must see to this. And to my other duties. If I can keep my mind on them today at all. Inquisitor, I'm afraid untangling my engagement to Lord Otranto will take some time.
Is there anything I can do?
He is Antivan. The only acceptable thing to do would be to challenge him to a duel for my favor.
Huh?
Every family has scandals. I'll find something to persuade Otranto to break off the match.
Please, Inquisitor, no. If Otranto found out, he'd challenge you to a duel. The traditional form of dueling among Antivan nobles isn't usually fatal, but there's always a chance of harm. I hardly wish to see you skewered on a sword point for the sake of my honor.
Oh, wait. Shoot. Did I just mess up the chance to duel? What? What? Go to the war table to challenge to a duel. I shouldn't ask about information. What? Okay. Really?
We've an interesting development, Inquisitor. A petition from citizens of Valroyo. They wish to know what Andraste said to you in the Fade.
They think she spoke to me.
Even Leliana can't trace the rumor's origin. It may be expedient to respond to those asking for Andraste's words.
It's not Andraste who saved me.
Few people outside Skyhold know it was Divine Justinia who delivered you from the Fade. You could attempt to tell Valroyo's citizens the truth, though it may not be as inspiring as they hope.
Tell them the Inquisition's position is that the Divine saved me from the Fade, not Andraste.
Very well. Some of the devout will be discouraged, but it will plagueate the chantry.
Wouldn't they love to know that the Divine was alive in some form?
Yes?
Lisa actually did fall asleep. Now.
How do you stay so civil with everyone, Josephine?
Bonds of circumstance among the nobility are fickle. Civility is the only constant everyone admires. And I do deplore rudeness in those who know better.
Does it even become a strain sometimes?
She was actually
Well,
uptyping, but
it can be trying. There is no shortage of
Probably ended up
self-regard
falling
among the
asleep.
nobility. The game can be wearying, discouraging, and extremely painful. But honestly, I'd miss meeting people. I've made the most fascinating friends.
One good thing about becoming Inquisitor has been meeting so many different people.
I'm pleased. I imagine we appear a strange bunch to those outside our circle. Mages, Templars, Seekers, and an apostate elf are not often found working in harmony. Or at all.
Tell me again about this Antivan lord your parents engaged you to.
whoops. Shoot.
His family runs several shipping companies in Antiva that do very well. Of the man's temper and disposition and habits, I know nothing. Well, Mother claims he enjoys sailing and dueling, but what Antivan lord doesn't?
You don't favor this marriage, Josephine, do you?
Certainly not. If I hadn't met you, perhaps I'd have been amenable, but honestly, you've no worry.
Does Antiva law force you to marry? Can't you break off the betrothal?
In theory, I very easily could. In reality, if I reject Lord Otranto without proper niceties, it will scar my family's name. Perhaps ignite a feud. Disentangling myself from the engagement will take months. Or years.
While you're worried about your family, what happens to us?
I cannot be with you until the question of this engagement is settled. It is simply not my own reputation. It is my family's. I do not have the right to risk it. As much as I might wish to. Why did this become so dreadfully complicated?
Controller. Okay.
If I dueled this Lord Otranto, I could force him to give up his betrothal with you.
But you could be hurt. Dueling is a very precise sport. Men and women spend years perfecting their skills with a rapier. I couldn't bear to think of my family putting you in any further danger. Again.
Just leaves the same questions there.
Let's speak later.
Farewell.
Okay. Clean up the post-war table. Mission discussion, I guess. Does it have a post discussion? Dorian. Ooh, ha ha. Dorian didn't have that conversation he was supposed to. Unless he doesn't. I didn't think this one had a discussion after. Or they just make you go here just because. It's the only thing I can buy. I can't buy more healing potions. Not that it even matters. I might as well be playing on Nightmare by now.
Any news on why Corypheus is sending people to explore elven ruins of all
Can't
things?
buy that.
No, I suspect he keeps the reason secret, even from his inner circle.
Yeah, the only thing I can buy is writing. That's it. There's 2 more points I can spend, but I can't spend them. So you don't actually get every single point on here. There's gonna be more war table junk. Yes, Arcanist Invade. Harden Hightown. Red Club. Nightingale. She'll have what she needs. See a question.
Our soldiers handled themselves well in Adamant.
We've come a long way since Haven. I fear there's still a ways to go, but we're prepared.
Oh yeah. The Arling of Redcliffe holds you accountable for the losses suffered by our people. That's Van Tegan turning into a BIDCH. Freehold was burned to the ground. 2 farms outside suffered crops. 5 people in Redcliffe village were injured by lightning. I trust this matter be concluded without the involvement of the crown. Make repairs. Require a loan. Send people to make repairs. So we were able to work together for the betterment of the people. This is where I want to have a challenge somebody to win the title of some land. Whatever.
Inquisitor.
Theft report. Oh, come on. To get another new cord. Oh, gather information. Challenge to a duel. Investigate Antiva.
Inquisitor.
Offer from Rose.
Inquisitor.
Alright. Missing assassin, Zevran. Your Inquisition is working with the crows. I ask only because I may have removed one of the assassins from your employ. If I'd known the man was yours, I would have at least let him finish the contract. No matter, allow me to make it up to you. You know I would do a much better job than the crows, and I am far more pleasing to work with. No, as a favor to a friend, I'll charge only a fraction of the price. From Zevran to my dear Liliana.
Let's see what we have.
Alright, so the duel is on the table, plus...
Let's see what we have.
up what to do about the Wycom and the elves. Slaves in Venatori hands. Leon. Offer of help on their terms. Liana must work according to their terms. You follow instructions well. Respect to our territory. Yes. Okay. Investigate. Smoke is rising. Oh wait, that's the result of not having the wardens. Scouts sent to the area of no return. Let's go in forest. Should I have to look this up? Skyhold garment. Here lies the abyss. Sister Liliana's scouts were killed. Carbon is. Yeah. Well, either way, the town is destroyed.
All right.
Well, Carmen has been destroyed by Darkspawn. They attacked us as we approached, but with our numbers we were able to fight our way free and retreat to safety. The town is definitely lost. Darkspawn have torn down most of the buildings. It will take a significant force. Darkspawn at Valgamord came from the mountains. I'm shocked that such a sizable host reached the surface without alerting the Orlesian military. Perhaps the Civil War distracted Orlais the same way the calling distracted the Wardens. Regardless, the Darkspawn are here. This one is Josephine. Collins is, if you're reading this message, the Darkspawn was too powerful for
At your
us.
service.
We were overwhelmed. Josephine gets allies from the Orlesian nobles, convinced to assist us, provide a number of foot soldiers, and not a few chevaliers. We were able to drive the Darkspawn back from Valgarman into the mountains where we cut down any creatures still above ground. The tunnels from which they appeared were recent. Someone in foul garment was digging, though it is unclear why. The nobles were so impressed with the Inquisition's courage, they have pledged their own soldiers. Unlock, search the mines.
All right.
Darkspawn have drawn completely. Oh. It may be worth investigating the mines, but I am concerned about our ability to navigate the tunnels without alerting the Darkspawn. We eventually find this Marquise Buffoon, or whatever her name was. Contacts in the Carta. Fighting in tunnels is ugly work. Results. Liliana, we were lucky. Results. Colin, I regret. Okay. Oh. We were lucky most of the Darkspawn have withdrawn by the time my team ventured into the mines. And these surface fronts are nowhere near as tough as that I used to fight back in Orzammar. We avoided most of them and killed the ones we had to. But the human miners must have been looking for, sent it your way. Never thought I'd be ready to see the sky over my head instead of on a stone, but I've forgotten how much Darkspawn stink. Thank you. Okay. Guess that's the end. Found a staff. Wait, it doesn't say I got a staff. Oh, because I probably already have it. Alright, let's send to that one then. And whatever.
Let's see what we have.
This one all leads to that marriage thing. Whatever.
Let us begin.
Yes, I'm yawning and very tired, but I suppose I should go check out Cassandra now, because I kept wanting to get it. No. Anyway. Oh. Read the Women of War regarding the statues of chastened influence. Like many features of Skyhold, these 4 statues were not original to the structure. Scratching much newer than the skull. Placed by Feraldans as representation of Andraste. Typical appropriation. These are not Our Lady, they are chastened figures and likely had animal heads or some such, the numbers suggest. Winter is of note of brutality. For she of all in war will date and issue forth as with the spur, and welcome homes to fill the fold, returning them with crowns and brand, but no run from barbarian blood chastened myth. Anyway, and one's about the dogs or wolves, whatever.
Worship?
I was saying something out in the, somewhere was one of these. Warhounds, restorable. I don't know how to restore these. Good work here, solid stone from the frost backs. Kick calls peak on human maps. High walls, roof on proper dwarven ones. I heard the story once from a Ferelden trader, Hounds of War. One was battle won, head raised high to chase the enemy's dead into the Fade. The second is for the battle lost, head raised calling to a fallen master, bearing its neck to the blade to join them. Any efficient sculptor will tell you they create a design. Their apprentices copy it for sale. I asked why she had 2 meanings for the same pose. She said, would you rather sell 1 statue or 2, smart lady? Writing a letter to her.
Writing does not come naturally to me, as I'm certain you can imagine.
Let me guess, you're composing a love poem.
I couldn't, not even if my life depended on it.
It's not that hard.
Yes, It is. Poetry takes finesse. It takes... grace.
You think you don't have those things?
Historians will one day ask what happened at Adamant Fortress, in the Fade. I was there. I saw it with my own eyes. It must be recorded.
That's an excellent idea, Cassandra.
I certainly thought so, until I started writing. I still don't know what to say about the spirit of the Divine. I saw her there, heard her voice, yet I cannot claim with certainty it was really her. The Chantry teaches us that the souls of the dead pass through the Fade, so it could have been her, yet even so...
Do you really think it might have been her? A ghost?
A ghost. A remnant of her hopes and memories. Her lingering will to do good. Those things are all possible. Nobody knows for certain what happens after we die. A spirit could have assumed her form, but why? It helped you, as Justinia herself would have.
I believe it was the Divine. She helped us one last time.
I hope that's true. I want to believe it. When I realized we were physically in the Fade, I was terrified, almost beyond reason. The last time such a thing happened, we created Darkspawn. We created Corypheus. The world needs to know the truth this time. No more legends lost to the ages.
Oh, come on. We get left somewhere. Let's have... she's supposed to say she was terrified for me.
Is there anything you need?
Seriously? Is it not gonna do her romance? I don't think it's gonna do her romance now. Isn't she supposed to be terrified for me? Whatever.
Do you have any advice for me?
Now that the Grey Warden threat is dealt with, we must investigate the assassination plot. One can only hope it's not too late. More chaos in Olay only helps Corypheus.
Do you have any advice for me?
We must guard Skyhold carefully. There is no telling when Corypheus will next attack.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
He wants what? I don't know. I just brought the message. Well, take this one back. No. Inquisitor.
How's it going? Do we have what we need?
With Skyhold shining like a beacon? You name it, it's here or on the way. I've wrung out... I think I like the...
As you were.
We are here for you, Inquisitor. Of course. Another time.
Make good use of it.
Commander Cullen did good work at Adamant. Breached those walls like he'd done it a dozen times. Nice job with the demons, by the way.
you think of any other tasks suitable for the charges?
You sealed the main rifted adamant, but the fortress is still a mess. Demons, darkspawn, making knows what. I could take Rocky out there with some of the boys. They know how to bring down walls. We can't close rifts, but we can bury the bastards under a ton of rubble.
Can we?
Certainly. What can I tell you? The bandits passed around shovels.
We'll talk.
Inquisitor.
Yeah, this guy really got totally lost before I sent him away somehow. Okay. Yeah.
Sarah, about Adamant and what happened in the Fade.
What? I didn't take her with me.
What was that about? What'd I do?
Shut up and listen, yeah? Never again. You hear me? You trapped in that place. I can't think about that shite. Friggin' not real nightmares. I mean, I wasn't even there and it sounds... Well, it's just stupid when real people are dead. Stroud, yeah? Lost a serious mustache there. Also, you could tell the wardens to piss off. And they're always weird. Usually, bad stuff happens first, so you're glad when the hero shows up. But wardens are the wrong way round. They're the good thing that means a bad thing is about to happen. Like in Denerim, when the Blight ended.
A lot happened in Denerim. What did you see?
People talked a lot about this one warden. There was a big fight and they died, or, I don't know, maybe they didn't.
The hero of Ferelden? You forget the hero of Ferelden.
That was ages ago. 10 years. I was playing with small painted boxes and burying stuff I stole. I remember more people cringing about magic than Blight. Wardens were an excuse for your stuff to go missing. Blackwall's nice, though. Different from the adamant ones. Need more like him.
Her hair mod ended up messier then.
Hello, you.
Are things playing out the way you expected?
Cassandra laid it out, right? You're the big hat now.
What?
Gonna make every... Praying's nice, I suppose. Corypheus bit,
That's
though.
the same.
Shite.
If you want, you'll never go a night without knowing. Fact. So, back at you. How are we doing? So good you can't talk normal. That's me being grand, innit? Come back soon. You better. Hello, you. Come here.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, cool. Should I do that scene?
It's good to see you.
Here goes coal.
No. But you like demons. I enjoy the company of spirits, yes, which is part of why I do not abuse them with bindings. It isn't abuse if I ask. Not always true. Also, I do not practice blood magic, which renders this entire conversation academic. He won't bind me. He's a mage and he likes demons, but he won't help.
Oh, controller.
Why would you want Solas to bind you?
So I'm safe. If Solas won't do the ritual to bind me, someone else could. Will. Like the Warden mages. And then... I'm not me anymore. Walls around what I want. Blocking, bleeding, making me a monster.
A mage using blood magic could conceivably do that to any one of us, human or demon.
You should ask Solas to bind you too. And then someone can bind him.
Who will bind someone that's the last someone in?
We'll find a way to keep you safe without binding you, Cole.
I have a suggestion, if Cole is ready to listen. I recall stories of amulets used by Raveni seers to protect spirits they summoned from rival mages. A spirit, wearing an amulet of the Unbound, was immune to blood magic and binding. It should protect Cole as well. The resources of the Inquisition could be used to find such a talisman. Good. They will not take me.
Bull wants beat with a stick, black belt, examine, Grey Warden Spanish. Grey Warden activity at the Fortress Adamant was confirmed to be related to blood magic demons. Why the Noble Order turned from the light is anyone's guess. Thanks to Inquisition, however, Warden schemes were overturned. Inquisitor Lavellan has decreed the Grey Wardens will be banished from Southern Thedas for their crimes. Now, what if the Blight shall return? Okay, what am I doing other than I'm really tired and I shouldn't be playing? And I have to actually upload the videos that I recorded.
Your worship. Sorry, I really need to
Yeah,
write
I know,
some
I
letters.
need to leave
Another time,
first.
all right?
Well, something I need to do is just skedaddle with what's her face, because he's fallen over dead. This face, whatever. Because she doesn't even have the extra. I've never taken her out.
Nothing to report, sir.
Eric. I thought I remembered doing some of these. Because I swear I did elemental, upgraded elemental. And everything else on Varric was full already. Even extras are full. Yeah, everything's full. And Vivian, I used up all her points though. Already spent her points. The fact that she has more things. That. Anyway. I'm not doing anything here. Going back. Okay. I think somehow I messed up Cassandra's romance. I don't know why it hasn't even given me my kiss yet, or go find her romantic stuff. I did that slight hand-holding type romantic thing at that after you kill Lord Seeker, and then she talks about what a good friend you are and held my hands. That was the closest I got to romantic. Everything is the Sarah.
Empress of fire in the rain of the light.
You happier with the champion off with the wardens?
There were wardens in Kirkwall, too.
Of course.
It's better you not.
Shiny!
Are things playing out the way you expected?
Cassandra laid it out, right? You're the
That's what
Praying's
she
nice, I
says the
suppose.
first time.
Coryphe's bit, though. Shite.
What do you think about the people who have gathered?
Again with your people. Right, which ones?
Thoughts about Cassandra?
Not as buttoned up as she plays, right? Tough, though. I'd stand behind her in front of anything.
What about Cole?
I'm not saying nothing about that. That thing is just wrong.
Any thoughts about Warden Blackwall?
He's too good, right? I'd like to see him out of that uniform. Not like that.
What do you think?
Liliana is pretty and plain. Now, Josie, you don't need me going on about your little Josie. You know her better. And Cullen, I suppose if you want a jackboot, you get a big one so you can...
What about Solas?
I've seen how you look at him. You're in it. Bet he calls out elven glory when he does it.
Anything to say about Varric?
Varric? Too clever. Always saying something, but never saying it straight.
What's your opinion of Vivienne?
She's a bitch, but she knows. She better.
What about Dorian?
You're having it off with him. You don't need me talking, but I do anyway.
Thoughts on Iron Bull?
He makes me wonder about things. I mean, what did their women look like? Woof.
We'll talk later.
Good, right? I'll be here.
On and Firebolt and
Is there anything we can do? Just ask.
Hello again.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
I hear they're gone. The whole order.
Again. Again. Come on! This is why the Qun doesn't like women fighting.
oh, there's
should have
double
asked Cullen.
standards.
Good one.
Perhaps you can take over.
Qunari training exercise to master your fear. I heard about the nightmare at Adamant. Sounded big.
Can you explain why I'm supposed to hit you with this stick?
Probably, if I try. It'd involve a lot of Qunari words, though. Just hit me with the stick, all right? I need to get over this demon crap.
All right.
There we go. Oh, yeah. Damn demon. Who's stuck in the fade, huh?
You fought in that siege. Every demon at Adamant wanted to tear you in half.
I bet, you demon assholes. And who killed you? That's right. Iron fucking Bull! I needed that. Thanks, boss.
And that works for you?
Yep.
All right then.
What? Why? That stuff is not supposed to pop up on top of here. Yeah, okay, look who showed up. Look. Yeah, I'm done here for now.
I told them the offer was the best we could do.
And of course they said no.
Turn off
They want to
video.
choke us.
Thank you for
They think we're
watching
too
this
remote to do
video
it.
if you do. Whoops. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed Dragon Age Inquisition with my Solas lookalike. And have a good night, day, and goodbye.